just saying, that's cool, I don't care, whatever, I'm gonna yell!
Yeah!
Good yell! You teach capital! Yeah! Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with Generation 1 Milo ponies. That pony that I was talking about before, that, you know...
No, I don't like it. No. Don't step on me.
Those little guys, little something like this. And it's important that we start with Generation 1 so that you guys can see how those generations build into the generation we know now. So, we're going to start with the first pony. I'm actually going to use my little elliptical right here. I'm going to start with that. And then we're going to actually make a little smaller. Yeah. I'm going to go here. And we're going to go here. And we're going to go here. Like that. Okay.
You have one
So,
with a belt on it.
oh, with what?
Their coats are actually felt. It wasn't like a...
The flocked pony. Those were called flocked, and they were a pain in the behind. Flocked ponies were the ones that were all soft and fuzzy. They were called so soft ponies. And like the first time you took them out the box, they're all like fluffy and pretty. You're like, ah, and you do this one, ah, and suddenly their nose has no flock left on it. And the flocking tended to pick up dirt like you wouldn't believe. Oh, cool. Mike's working really good. Yay. Yay, guys. Check. Everybody, check. So the flock ponies, they were cute as long as you never touched them. Because as soon as you touched them, all the oil from your hands started getting on. So if you had like a white flock pony, suddenly he starts getting kind of like yellow and gray. If you put them on a table and they fall over, and yeah, they would fall over, wherever they hit would get like a little mark. It's like you sunk. So yeah, you could take the flocking off, but that was a pain in the behind. And yes, you can reapply flocking. You don't even want to go down that route, dude. If you were that hardcore about restoring your ponies, good for you. Me? Oh, we also need to talk about pony cancer. All right? We're going to talk about that real quick. Who in here collects Milo ponies? Raise your hand. All right, quite a few of you. Here's the deal, you guys. Here's the deal. A lot of pony shows are asking me to come out and talk about ponies and whatnot, and this is something they want me to specifically talk about, so I'm going to give this information to you before we start drawing. Pony cancer is a real thing. Pony cancer has no cure. The research for pony cancer is very low these days. Your funding will help a pony in need. So, what it is pony cancer is, these are 30-year-old toys. These toys are old, right? And the vinyl that they made them with may not be the same mix from one batch to another to another to another. So you'll find that some ponies are softer when you squeeze them, some are much harder. Some of them that are softer, when you pick them up, there'll be an oily sort of greasy film on them. What that is the substance that makes the pony soft in the vinyl leaking out of the pony. There's nothing you can do to stop this. It is part of the circle of life, Hakuna Matata, all that noise, right? And there's nothing you can do. It's just how the vinyl is degrading over time. Now, that is more of a cosmetic issue. You can just, use a little gentle cleanser and wash it off with a little Dawn soap and be like, it's okay, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. But if you come across an older generation Milo pony that has something that looks like a snowflake that's gray on it, or a snowflake like mossy kind of looking sort of thing, looks like mold in like white or gray, dude, that's pony cancer. That's pony cancer. And that is the vinyl starting to separate from itself. There's no cure. The only people researching this are like, Milo pony freaks like me, nerds. So we have no real science background, but we know that it spreads. So you must keep your ponies who have pony cancer separate. You must separate them from the herd and put them in quarantine.
Wow.
I know, it's very sad. I'm all like, sorry, you have the plague, you go to the leper colony. So you have to keep them separate. I go to the level of like wrapping them in paper towel, kissing them, wrapping them in paper towel, saying I'm so sorry, putting them in a Ziploc bag, and then putting them in a separate large sort of plastic container just so that it doesn't spread to the other ponies, because it will spread to your other ponies. Now, that's not to say that your ponies aren't still fun. You can use them for what we call custom bait, right? Because now the pony's value is pretty much nothing because it can't be put next to other ponies, but you can like pop the head off that sucker, you can get the cutie mark off with a little goo gone, yeah. They can take out the hair, reroot that hair, make yourself a pony. Heck yeah, you got your own pony. Now paint that sucker, yeah, man. So they can be super fun. When you find a pony cancer pony, just, go, well, you can either live your life in solitude in this box with the other lepers, or I can turn you into, I don't know, an envy pony, or a Dragon Ball pony, or a Sailor Moon pony. And once again, keep them away from the other ponies on a different shelf, but now you got your shelf of crazy custom. So, second life for cancer patient ponies. Yay!
Yeah!
Now, cosplay ponies. Now, there is another thing you need to be aware of with your older generation ponies. Pony pimples. Pony pimples. Zits on ponies. It's a thing, you guys. It's gross. It's once again the substance that makes the vinyl slush and soft, leaking out, and it goes, and it looks just like a zit, especially on a darker colored pony. That little white tip comes up, and you're like, you've got to be kidding me. And the only thing you can do is take a needle and lance that boil, and it goes, and suddenly My Little Pony is getting like pimple pop, and you're like, dude, ponies are hardcore, man, yeah. So, just so you guys know, that is an issue with older ponies, but keep that in mind when you're collecting your ponies. Now, let's go back to drawing Gen 1. Let's do the original pony that was like, no, don't touch me, no, I don't like anybody, no. So what we're going to do, these circles, notice I start with circles. Ponies are made out of curved lines. The only straight line on like the newer generation ponies is their flat feet, like their legs are these curved sort of lines that come down to this sort of flat line like this. That drives me crazy because as an artist, I think in 3 dimensions, and when a line is that flat on what is supposed to be a 3-dimensional object, that tells me that pony is walking on a razor-thin edge. They're just walking around on little ice skate legs. What's going on? So that drives me nuts, but that's how the newer generation ponies are drawn on their legs. I'll show you older generation in a moment, but keep in mind the curve. Ponies are made out of curves because curves are what the human eye is naturally drawn to. We love curves. They comfort us. It's a hindbrain thing. Ooh, we love it so much. Straight lines are something that we impose on the world around us. You hardly ever see them in nature. So, now that we've got all of our circles, which are curves, we're going to draw a pony. We're going to start with the head. I'm going to go over here to the head. Okay, so this is the head, this is the chest, and this is the big old butt. Yeah. And by the way, when I was a kid, we didn't have a word for cutie mark. We called it that picture on their butt. And we liked it. We loved it. Before he said, little bubbles on his butt. Oh, cool, butt bubbles. So, yeah. So their heads came out like this, and they had a lip that came out like that, and they were like, oh no, no. And their upper lip hung over their bottom lip like this. And then they have a big old fat cheek. I made that head way too big. We're going to start over on the rest of that body. Check it out, artists erasing. You guys, it's okay to erase. Feel free to erase. It's okay. God made erasers for a reason, dude. Alright. Okay, so then we got, they have this weird little lump on the top of their head like this. I don't know if that's meant to be a skull bone or what, but it was always there on Generation 1 ponies. And then they have that triangle ear of death. Oh my God, did that hurt. It was more short and blunt, but it was this triangular ear, and it was like, so sharp. Maiden eyes, little blood there on it. There we go. And their eyes. When you're a little kid, you learn how to draw eyes a certain way, and I don't begrudge anybody this because we all learn to draw eyes the same way. Like in kindergarten, you learn to draw this eye that's like this sort of lemon shape, and you draw a circle in the middle like that, and yeah, it's an eyeball. But if you were to do like this, and maybe add, I don't know, some of this kind of stuff, suddenly we've got this sort of Egyptian-looking Now, this eye exists in all cultures throughout the world, so the fact that we learn to draw this eye as little kids, that's no discredit to us, all right? This is just how we naturally learn to draw eyes. Because the shape of the eye is comforting, that's how they put the eyes on My Little Ponies. So they had these lemon-shaped eyes like this, and then they had like 1, 2, 3 little eyelashes, and maybe just 1, 2. I'm going to erase some at the bottom of that because she looks like she's been up all night. Dude, she was on security staff, man. So all these kids walking around with their shoes on. God. And they always looked behind them. I don't know, maybe it was to warn little kids, don't you step on me. I'm watching you. And there was a little white spot right here in the eye, and then like that. Okay, yeah, oh, it's a pony, yay. But they always look kind of sad. They go, oh, pony, no, oh, don't be sad, pony, I love you. So then, the original ponies, they didn't have a very big neck, and then it went into their chest, and they had a slightly long back, and then a big old butt. Notice these circles. Notice I'm working with circles here. So here would be the shoulder, then sway back, and then a big old butt. And then your tummy hung down low like this, because they were big old fat old ponies, and they were wobble. I want to give them a kiss on the nose. Pony. And now none of them had any kind of like special prancy poses or anything. You couldn't do any of that. They had a seam on their neck from where the neck attached to the body, and if you weren't careful, you could pop that head off real quick and be like, so, and I've got a story to tell about that in a second. So, For those of you who've been here before, sorry, you're going to hear it again. So,
that's fine.
Yeah. So then the shoulder came down, and then they had their little legs come down like that, and then the original ponies had a much more hoof-shaped sort of hoof down here, much bigger and fatter, with sort of an indent sort of shape there, so you knew it was a hoof. And they just stood like this, and then their little back legs came down like that, and then it came down to another hoof like that. And okay, I'm a pony now, the end. Wow.
Tail?
The pony. Tail. Okay, the tails were located like in this general area. As ponies started to get older in the generations, the tail started to raise up a little higher. Now the tail is like sitting way up here on the pony's butt. We'll talk about when it got real bad later. But the newer generation ponies have like more of a tail that does that, so it looks like, ha, ponytail on my butt. But that's where it gets the word ponytail. Imagine that. So. Get it? Ponytail? Okay. People are so clever.
I see what you did there.
These ponies, the tail came out. Oh, wait a minute. And then it came down, and they all had pretty much straight hair, so it was like, okay, here it is. I have hair now. I'm done. Yeah, that's my hair. Cool. And then over here, because it's the 80s, there was a lot of importance placed on bangs, and we're going to talk about how they styled bangs back in the day. And so, like, the original bangs came out like, what? What's up? What? Back down again. What? Yeah. And then the hair would flop on the side, so it came up like that, and then go, whoop, 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 and then, yeah, I'm a pony. I came down, look at my hair. And then, okay, I'm a pony. I have a heart on my butt. Leave me alone. Yeah. Seriously, kids, please wash your hands before you touch me. I saw you picking your nose 5 minutes ago. Oh, my God. So, yeah, this is like the Generation 1 pony. Now, after that, they started coming out with more like prancing in their mouths, and people would be like, what's that? I'm like, dude, I don't know. So ponies got really fun, really cool, like really fast. As a model pony, like regular pony, so we're going to draw a pony head, and there's a nose, and by this time they had them kind of smiling a bit more. They didn't look like they were scared of life in general. And then a big old fat cheek, and they had that dumb little bone thing up here, and they had the little pointy ear like that, and it was so cute, and they had the big women-shaped eyes. Oh, hello, my pony, don't step on me, hi. The head came down like that, okay, and then we had the seam on the neck like that, and they had the hair that was like, hi, I'm a pony, ooh, hair on the pony, yay, pony hair, this is a pony, yay. But from there, things got weird. So, from there, we got not the body of a pony, but the body of a seahorse. Yeah, we did. And they were cute, and they were fat, and they had a little fin on the back. And I've heard some people, like, when I'm drawing them, they're all like, oh my God, kill with fire. I'm like, shut your mouth! Great war. So,
These things are fun. Make it happen.
Dude, writing campaign. Let's start an Indiegogo for this. Seriously, let's start a petition.org. Let's do it. So now the problem with sea ponies, the thing with sea ponies was they were super fun, right? Because the big ones, the grown-up ones, they came with a seashell that you could go and stick to the side of the tub. Because of course you're taking them in the tub. Why wouldn't you? So you put them in the tub, and when you were done, you go, thank you, sea pony, and put them, like, always put them. And you put them on their little seashell, because there was a little place where you could put them in the seashell. Yay, so it's out of the water, and it won't get all gross. Yay. The babies were super cute. Same thing, but super tiny, and they came with little floaties. They were shaped like little, like, you know, sea turtles and fishies, and they just float around like, I don't know where I'm going. It's just a baby, I don't know what I'm doing. They were so freaking cute, and there were ones that would change color in hot water and cold water. Oh man, they were so cute. The problem, however, with sea ponies, especially the big ones were cool because you could take them in the pool. They had a hole right here, all right, on the top of the head, where water would go in and out. They were very soft, squeezable bodies, so you could fill them up with water and throw them in the pool, and they would hang, like, you know, buoyancy level. They would hang mid-water, so they're not floating sideways on the surface like a dead fish, but they're, like, hanging out. So you could go in the pool and be like, what's up, sea pony? You'd be like, I know, right? So, swimming around through sea pony. And when you get them out, you squeeze them, and water goes off the top of their head. I'm like, yeah, man, she's breaching. What's up? Like a whale. I'm high. Cool. So, now the problem is, in order to make the pony stay upright in the water, the grown-ups had this, they had a steel ball, a metal ball, hanging out in the bottom of the body down here, so the weight was always up and down like this. What happens when metal gets wet? And crushed. So imagine lay 5 years old, lay in the tub, pony, da 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 da, fill it up with water, go squirt. Suddenly, instead of clean, clear water, red! Red, just and of course, I don't know to stop squeezing. Like, this red, my mom said, "What's going on?" Suddenly hemorrhaging. Bleeding, just like, I guess this is happening now. What's up? So, your mom, you love your mom, you trust your mom, you know your mom would never do anything to hurt you, you know she's got your best interest, so your mom takes your pony and you go, Mommy's going to fix it. Your mom pulls out a butter knife. You're going, I wonder what Mommy's going to do with that butter knife. Your mom takes that butter knife and wedges it right here in the head. Pries that head loose, cuts that sucker off, dunks out this crusty ball on going, it laid an egg! Kill it with fire, oh God! Well, I was like, you are a weird kid. Washes it out, cleans up the bowl, puts it back in, pops the head back and goes, there, it's better. I'm like, it will never be better. What has been seen can never be undone. So yeah, that was the drawback of sea ponies, was the rust factor. So also with your older generation ponies, their tail was held in with a little metal washer, and if you took your ponies in the tub, and why wouldn't you? Of course you did. Then water would get inside and metal rust. So when you're collecting older generation ponies, be aware of rust stains around the tail. It looks like they don't know how to wipe themselves. It's nasty. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Who thought it was a good idea to put a metal ball inside a toy that goes in water?
You know, dude, it was the 80s. We liked lead-based paint back then. It was really sweet. Man, it was the 80s, man. We had monster makers, dude. Are you kidding me? These, like, plates of lead that you pour molten dew into and shove it in a hot oven and burn the crap out of your fingers. And you know what? We liked it that way. Why? Because that was the price you paid for making your own cool monster toys in a hot oven that gets to 800 degrees. But some little whiny babies had to go cry to their mamas and ruin it for the rest of us. So, from there, we did sea ponies. Now, things started changing a little bit along the line. I don't want to spend too much time on the older generation ponies because there is a lot, and I mean a lot of information on older ponies, which you can find online if you want to. Please go ahead and Google. I'm not going to do that for you. So, but what I would like to show you is the Sweetheart Sister ponies. The Sweetheart Sisters were supposed to be like teenage My Little Ponies, which always confused the ever-loving crud out of me, because if they're teenage ponies, then what's with the mommy daddy baby sets coming out where they look like regular ponies? Are you telling me that fillies be having fillies? Dude. So anyway, the older sister My Little Ponies, the Sweetheart Sisters, they were much leaner and sleeker, and it's from their design that we get Princess Celestia and all the sort of major princesses. They tended to have longer, thinner noses. They had tiny little mouths. They're like, hey, what's up? I'm pretty. What's up? How you doing? Hey. Their eyes were much more sort of olive-shaped, slender eyes. Let me draw the eye real big so you can see it. They had much more slender eyes with way more eyelashes on them. They're like, oh, we're so pretty. We've got so many eyelashes. What's up? I'm a Sweetheart Sister. Hey. Hey, I'm really sexy. What's up? Then they would have, like, they were always looking behind. The ponies were always looking behind them. They were scared of feet. But they started doing things like, instead of a little dot of the spark of light in an eye, they would do like a heart, and I'm like, that's cute, don't patronize me. Or like a little star, I'm like, that's cute, don't patroniise me. So, meanwhile, I'm buying a pink pony with flowers on its flight. So they had much more slender eyes. They still had that little lump up here, and they had those square ears. Now, the Sweetheart Sister ponies had this thing. They all had a flower in their hair. A little rigid plastic flower. It was this sort of shape with flower. And it had this weird, like, bit that hung down like that. Now, this was rigid plastic, so of course the second you take it out of the box, it would snap about there. So this goes bye-bye forever. But, sorry. Okay. Windows 8. I literally turned this computer on only about 10 times, so I'm still learning it. Sorry, you guys. Windows 8. Which I'm convinced is made for stupid people who don't know how to use a computer. So the thing was to keep the flower in the hair. It wasn't actually in the hair. They would puncture it through the ear, so it had a big lump of plastic in the back holding it in, and the flower was hanging out over here on this side of the head. And all I can think is, dude, they tagged and released her. Dude, Wild King, and it's like, we see you, sweetheart sister. Okay, let her go, let her go. Stop the movement. Right, go to Belcher's house, big surprise. That little girl really likes My Little Pony, dude. She's a weird kid. If you had told me 15 years ago that I'd be standing up here telling a room of equally male and female people that My Little Pony is cool, and you'd be going, yeah, man, you're right. I'd be like, don't make fun of me, leave me alone. You need to be right now. Seriously, Pony, what's up? So, now from here, they had much longer necks. I'm going to go ahead and draw the chest area, and I'm going to draw the butt area. Notice how far away these are from the head and the body, and how small the butt area is. Now, I had somebody come up to me and be like, excuse me, we don't call that the butt, we call that the flank. I'm like,
Plot.
we call that the plot. Yeah. No, little kid, let me tell you about when I was collecting My Little Pony, you were just a glint in your daddy's eye, all right? Don't you be coming up to me trying to tell me about ponies. So,
Right?
so the necks were much longer, much more slender. They had a longer back and a smaller rear end. They also had much slender tummies, like that, more slender than the older ponies, which I loved them. They were beautiful. They were deer-like. They were like a unicorn without a horn. And by the way, they never came with a horn. They never came as Pegasus. They were always earth ponies. And yeah, sometimes you got really cool, like Rapunzel-style hair. You got ponies that, if you pulled their tail, it would go, and you get that much more tail. And to like grind it back up, you have to take its head and go, like that. So Toy's like, I don't wanna, oh God! Those sisters, they could have, there were a couple like prom night ponies that came with a scrunchie for you, or a dress for her. I'm like, that's cute, a dress for her, I'm not putting it in my hair. No. But like their hair was like this massive, like Pinkie Pie-esque, just woof, and the tail was just all, it was like, yeah, girl, get it, man. The 80s, what's up? Really sweet. But on the whole, they tended to have, and this is how they drew them on the backs of the cards, this 1950s sort of style wave. And there was a major obsession with 50s hairdos in the 80s. I don't know what that was about, but it was reflected in the art of My Little Pony on the back of packaging. And then they had long, most of the time, very straight hair, and the tail was very long, incredibly long hair, just so long, so pretty. The problem is that this hair also contained tinsel most of the time. Yeah, you guys know about tinsel now, huh? They just released new ponies with tinsel in there. I'm like, a whole new generation hate it. The problem with tinsel is, it's beautiful, it's shiny, it's sparkly, and I love it. The second you take out your little brush and you try to brush that hair, the plastic of the hair has a slight bit of elasticity to it, so it'll give a little bit and remain, stay in its shape. Tinsel? No! The second you stretch it, the second you crinkle it, it stays that way, and there is nothing you can do. All you can do is, like, not take that pony out of the package. Or take out the package and immediately sit there with a tool and pull out every single piece of tinsel. Nobody wants to do that. You want to do that. Somebody wants to do that. But you can also re-tinsel pony hair. Trust me, it's a pain in the behind. Don't worry if you don't have to. Oh my God. But, so, tinseling pony's hair. Pain in the butt. Now, the legs on these guys tend to be much longer. So the shoulder was up in here, and then would come out, and then they'd have like legs like, I'm just going to take just a really delicate little step forward like this. Hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna be trotting this way. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not in anybody's way. I'm just so tall and leggy. I'm just such a pretty pony. Oh my gosh. So do we see like the influence of Princess Celestia sort of in the design?
Yes.
That lady was terrible, whatever. And these ponies tended to have the cutie marks all over their body. I had one, they made a mistake and put the wrong names next to the wrong ponies on the original Sweetheart Sister pony. So the pony that was covered in hearts was called Star Flash, and the pony that was covered in stars was called Heartthrob. And I'm like, really? I know what you meant, Hasbro, but guess what? Her name's Star Flash from here on out. I'm sticking with it. So, yeah, you see how this looks like Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, Princess Cadence, all the larger, older sort of princess ponies. This is where that design comes. This pony, I say, we can blink Baby Gusty. They go, who? I go, how dare you? My favorite pony was Wing and Blink Baby Gusty They were baby ponies based off of like the original like Moon Dancer and Gusty and All Glory and all those other ponies. I came downstairs on Christmas thinking I was going to get my baby Moon Dancer. This is going to be sweet. I'm going to have a baby go with my Moon Dancer. I look under the tree. What the F, man? What's this? What's this noise? And it's baby Gusty. I'm like, I don't have a Gusty. I got an orphan baby hanging out. Mom, Dad, table flip, seriously. Oh! But it turns out this pony was really cool. She was like, whatever, I don't need you. I'm like, okay, you're cool, Tony. What's up? And yeah, I decided to talk to my ponies. 160 ponies or whatever at the time. I'm like, you're cool. You're going to be my special pony. This pony had eyes that closed and opened like one of those baby doll eyes, but they were creepy because they were perfectly round. They stared into your soul. I dig the vibe you're throwing down, baby Gussie. She's like, I know, right? And they had eyelashes to stop the eyes from rolling all the way back in your head, but of course those would fall out eventually, so every now and then your pony would be like, I'm like, dude, you're all right. I'm like, I know, right? Dead before dawn. So, I'm outside in a swimming pool like you have outside, that 3-foot swimming pool that's above ground that you think is a good idea. It turns out it's a terrible idea. We've all been there. And I'm like, yeah, I got my frisbee, I got my frisbee, surfing. Yeah, okay, I think you need to like tan for a while, baby Gusty. Cool, you just sit down on the stairs, down, you swim. I turn around. Dude, where's baby Gusty? Seriously, you guys, nothing. Where's Gusty? No, dude, where is Gusty? Look down. There is green and red hair all over. I follow this trail of green and red hair over to my German Shepherd. I don't remember what happened at that point, but I do know that poor dog would not come near me for about a week. Now, I was traumatized. I was 10 years old. I'm like, no, not mine. My dad's like, you have 100 and some odd hot ponies. I'm like, yeah, baby, Dad, I'm sorry, I didn't want you. I love you more than anything. I stepped in a little ER unit with like little medical bags. My mom's like, dude, this is pre-eBay, dude. This is pre-Amazon. There is no getting another pony. If you didn't catch it at Walmart, that is it, man. You will be lucky to find one at a garage sale, but so it's like, dude, she's going to be nursing this for a while. Her mane was gone. Her horn was half chewed off. One of her eyes had fallen out. She had tooth marks just covering her body. Her tail was gone. I was like trying to like fix her hair, and I just gave up and shaved it all off. So all I could do was have a funeral. And my parents were like, we have a really weird kid. And I'm outside, all dressed in black at 10 years old, putting my pony in my little shoebox and go back inside. What am I going to do, man? None of my ponies were as cool as Gusty. Man's like, you have 100 of them. No, it doesn't matter, Dad, doesn't matter. You don't know how I feel right now. I'm going to church and fall asleep. Ha, the pony fell asleep. It's funny because her eyes go back to the church and she got my feel. This pony knew, dude. She knew. Don't know what I'm going to do. Turn on Saturday morning cartoons. Suddenly this awesome new show comes on. Beetlejuice. Zombie pony. Outside, got the shovel. I'm throwing dirt over my little 10-year-old shoulder as fast as I can. My parents are looking through the kitchen window like, I don't know what the hell we're doing. Bring this thing back inside. I'm like, dude, you're resurrected. Walk out the grade full, stuck it in the living room like, this is where Gusty lives. Yeah, drove a 1957 Cadillac Eldorado, went to Barbie for fun, had a T-Rex for a pet, what fun. And that is how you save a relationship with a dead toy. Heck yeah. So I started drawing comics of my zombie pony. That led into doing more artwork, and now I'm a professional comic artist because of a dead My Little Pony. Yeah, baby. I wanted to talk about the dark times of My Little Pony, but you know what? You guys don't really need to know about that.
Yes, I do.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, you know what? We're going to go into dark times. So, lay about 14 years old. Lay me going through Walmart, going to the pony section like you do. I'm going to buy a new pony. I'm going to buy a new pony. Mom going, she's still doing it. It's pony time! Go to the pony section. Where's the ponies? Seriously, where's the ponies? This is funny, Walmart. Where's the ponies? Walmart! Oh God, oh God, oh God. Get in the car, we're going to Kmart. In the Kmart, where's the ponies? Gone. No! So I start hitting all my friends in the neighborhood, all like, okay, so I heard you got a Firefly in pretty good condition. Now, market value on that was originally $5, but because you've been playing with it, I'll give you $3.50. How's that sound? Dude, I'm not selling you my ponies. Oh, yeah, you will. So, I'm buying ponies up to all the kids in the neighborhood just to keep my habit up. So, many years pass, many moons pass. I'm going to Kmart or whatever, you know, or Walmart to get a toy for a little friend. I'm like, I'll go down the pony aisle. Why not? You know, look up, see the words My Little Pony. Where? Because what's packaged is not My Little Pony. Ooh, no, it is not. This unholy abomination. This abortion has big, dopey anime eyes like that. Eyelashes like that. It had a giant, weird forehead, a nose that came out with huge, flared nostrils. Long, skinny neck like a freaking giraffe or something, and the butt was like right up on its neck. I'm like, what is going on? It doesn't have a spine. Oh my God. It is a camel something. Its tail is living like right on top of its bottom, like, oh. I'm like, what is, no. Its legs moved from the body, so it had these weird, awkward joints, and its feet, let me zoom out, so you can see all of this terror, had feathering, you guys. Only boy ponies get feathering on their hooves, dude. Only boy ponies. What is this transvestite nonsense? BT dubs, much love to the trans community, all right? No hate. So, but seriously, what is this training nonsense? What is this? So, and then, I don't know how legs work. I'm a weird pony. I'm like, no, throw it down. Yeah. And of course, my whole family's going, oh, My Little Pony's back. Here, Amelie, we got you these. Thank you, Grandma. I love you, Grandma. So, of course, you get these things. And, of course, I'm all like, oh, hey, check it out, these two chocolate labs I'm living with. Oh, did that manage to get in your mouth? That's crazy how that happened. So, yeah, they were terrible. And they didn't have any joints within the legs. They were just here. So, when you moved, it looked like they were goose-stepping like little SS Nazi soldiers. Terrible little toys. So, we refer to that as the dark time. So, I get discouraged, like you do. Many moons go past. I'm in college. I'm going to Walmart. Mom's like, hey, I'm staying in her joint with her new husband between semesters. I'm like, oh, okay, Mom, I'm going to the store. Pick me up a carton and some milk and some bread. Okay. I go to Walmart, push in the cart. Oh, toy aisle. Guess I'll go down the toy aisle. Start pushing like you do. Look up, My Little Pony. Wait, what? And I had a heart attack. Now, I'm like 19 or 20 years old at this point. I'm just like, it is G1 all over again. They look so good. Generation 3. Beautiful ponies. I'm just like, what? Just trotting through the store. People are like, Mommy, what's wrong with that lady? Nothing, sweetie. She's just crazy. I walked back into my mom's house. She and her husband are sitting there in the living room smoking. I bust in with these Walmart bags that are huge. And she's like, I'm like, guess what I got at Walmart? And she's like, looks at the bag, and goes, no. And her husband just went, and next to face up. But yeah, there were many expletives. They're like, hey, all over again. Here it comes. I'm like, I'm gonna go to my room and brush my pony's hair. I love you. You stay in the box. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this again. Ponies, what's up? So I'm like walking through the aisle a year later. Pony, I'm gonna get a G3. Pony, I love me some G3. Pony, what the F? Because suddenly, where there was G3, there was now G3.5.
Yeah!
Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. You thought the last was bad. These things, and you've seen them in the deals room. You've seen the DVDs they're still trying to sell. Even though they had these giant heads, and these cheeks that were like, I've got nuttig in here for the winter or something. These tiny little stupid mouths. Like that. Nasty, ridiculous eyes. Stupid ears. Hair. I don't even have enough room to draw the hair on this thing. Cheek, and then this tiny little neck, and then chest, butt, and feet. Look at my feet. These are my feet. They don't even work right. Look at my feet. Tail, no, tail. More tail. No man. So I'm like, get more, just like, you think you're funny, huh, guy? This is cute, don't you? Why do you play with my heart? Mommy, what's wrong with that lady? That's the same weirdo, sweetie. So yeah, and I lost all hope, and then I hear, and the doctor here, they come out to do my little body face, I want nothing to do with this. My heart has been broken once. No, it's gonna be really good. How old are you? I'm only 19. Then you don't know! You don't know what we lost. You don't know what we had. You just don't know, little kid. No, seriously, it's gonna be real good. This girl's in Florida, she's gonna be doing the show, and I'm like, I want nothing to do with it. And then I saw it. You gotta understand, I resisted it with every bone in my body, but the first time I saw that truckload of hay or apples or whatever it was fall on Twilight Sparkle, I was like, dude, that's how I live with my homies. What's up? Like Rainbow Dash is flying to the sides of mountains, lightning strikes. I'm like, dude, they're taking damage like Warner Brothers characters. That's how I play with. I've got a freaking zombie over there. Yes, everything about what you're giving me is what I want. Pinkie Pie is insane. Bring it to my castle, yeah. Yeah, dude, it took. I was like, no, don't like it. It's cute, no. Okay, it's really no. No. Okay, I love you. So that is the story of the generations of My Little Pony from somebody who lived through them all, the Great War between GT and GT. With a little baby head. Now, I've never drawn a baby pony from the new generation, but they have those like button eyes.
Yeah.
That was really wonky. Hold on, let me fix it. And they got little bitty noses because they're so small. They got little bitty noses like that. It's funny, but. Kawaii the I'm gonna give him kind of a fat bottom on his chin. Make him just maybe just a little bit of a little chubster. He's a little chubby chan, maybe.
It's a girl.
Oh, it's a girl. She's a little chubby.
It's a boy. Boy and a girl.
That was a girl. We decided on a girl.
Aww.
So she's a little chubby chan, so she's got her little eyelashes.
Oh.
All right. And let's see. Now was she was a Pegasus. Mama was a Pegasus. Toastie's an Earth Pony. What do we want to do?
Alicorn.
If you name more vowels than you don't get to make it Alicorn. All right. Raise your hand for Earth Pony. Raise your hand for Unicorn. Raise your hand for Pegasus. It's Pegasus.
Darn.
All right, so she's going to be a widow Pegasus, and here's her widow Tommy, and her widow Bob. She's shaped like a jelly bean. Oh my God, can we call her Jelly Bean?
Yeah!
Oh my God, so Jelly Bean, there she is. Widow Footsies, like that. Now, I've never drawn a baby from the new generation, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll clean her up when I get her home and load her up to the Facebook for Toasty, so everybody has to friend Toasty. What are we doing when we get home?
Friend Toasty!
Toasty, yes, we are.
Congratulations.
And congratulations on Jelly Bean.
What's your last name?
Jelly Bean Toast. Grave. Jelly Bean Grave. Jelly Bean Grave? Jelly Toast?
Jelly toast?
Jelly Bean Toast.
Jelly bean toast.
Yeah.
Part of the whole grain family.
Yeah.
Toasty Grains. His last name is Grains.
Grains.
Jelly Bean Toasty Grains. Okay, does she have curly hair? Straight hair? What kind of hair are we? What are we Curly and droopy? Okay, raise your hand for curly hair. Okay, that definitely wins. Okay, do we want it super fluff, or do we want it like sort of smaller and droopy? Like Sweetie Belle. I heard like Sweetie Belle. Okay. Maybe a little curly.
It's so funny.
Squeal, squeal, sigh, squeal.
Kicking out.
And it's like a little fat tummy. Okay. Now, what is going to be her cutie mark? Obviously, but I had to ask. Okay. Oh, you're right. She's just a baby. She doesn't get a cutie mark. Oh, dear. Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl.
You can call her as a jelly bean.
Dude, okay, so now we have to talk about the colors on her real quick. What color is she going to be? What color was the mama? Red, right?
Yeah.
She was red, daddy is brown. We gotta get out of here, right? Okay.
Brown and purple.
That's fine. Okay, real quick, what color you guys? Green and purple. I heard green and purple.